Hello guys. In this presentation, I'm going to explain with you the substitution and the arrangement in formula. That's our first example. Our first example that we have the formula for the circumference of a circle, which is C equal 2 times pi times r. And we need to rearrange this formula and make the radius or r the subject of the formula in order to calculate the radius when the circumference is given. So we will start by the rearrangement first. Circumference equal 2 times pi times r, then the radius is multiplied by 2 times pi. So applying the inverse of operation that we apply in solving equations, so we will keep the I and we will divide the circumference by 2 times pi. And then we will bring the r, which is the radius, to the beginning of the formula. So the radius will be equal circumference over 2 pi. Then we have the formula ready to substitute for the circumference and the pi in order to get the radius. If we solve A, we will find that the circumference is 10 centimeter. So the radius is going to be 10 centimeter, which is the circumference, over 2 times pi. Of course, pi is given in your calculator, or it is the constant which is equal 3.14159. So the answer is 1.59 centimeter, and that's to 2 decimal places. Means we're going to keep 2 digits after the decimal point when we round it. In solving B, it's exactly the same procedure, but we have the circumference this time is equal 20. As we have the formula ready, the radius equals circumference over 2 times pi. So the radius equal, substitute the circumference for 20 over 2 times pi. And as we said, the pi is the constant that you know, 3.14159. Solving that by your calculator, you will have it equal 3.18 centimeter after rounding. The third one, exactly the same, number C. The radius equal, substitute for 50. So radius equal 50 over 2 times pi. So it's equal 7.96. That when we substituted the circumference this time with 50 centimeter. Let's see our second example. The second example, read it carefully please. It's 5x plus 3y equal 18. That is the equation of a straight line in a standard form. We want to arrange it or rearrange it in order to make it in the form of y equal mx plus c. That is the equation of the straight line. As you know, in this equation, the m is the slope or the gradient of the line, and the c is the y-intercept, where the line intersects the y-axis. Okay, so rearranging this first, we need to get the 3y. The 3y is equal 18 minus 5x. Why minus 5x? Because the 5x has a positive sign. It needs to be get to the other side of the equation with the inverse sign. So the 3y is equal 18 minus 5x. But as you know, when you read the example carefully, it said that y equal mx plus c. That means that you need to put the term with x first. So you can do it as follows. 3y equal negative 5x. Don't forget that the 5 has a negative sign. Plus 18. Now we are ready to make what the y equal, or to solve for the y. So the y equal negative fx plus 18 over 3. Y over 3 because the y was multiplied by 3. So putting it in the other side of the equation with the inverse operation of multiplication, which is the division. Now we cannot leave it as it is. We have to put it in the form of y equal mx plus c. As both terms, negative 5x and 18, has a common denominator of 3, so you can show that in the next step. Y equal negative 5 over 3x, or negative 5x over 3 plus 18 over 3, because both terms has a denominator of 3. If you look at 18 over 3, you will know that you can simplify it. So please do the simplification. 18 over 3, or divided by 3, equals 6. So now you got the answer, and you arranged the formula on the form of y equal mx plus c. So it's going to be y equal negative 5 over 3x plus 6. What is the slope here and what is the y-intercept? The slope is the coefficient before x, or the coefficient of x, which is negative 5 over 3. And the y-intercept is the c. And in this equation, it is the 6. So now we got the slope and the y-intercept. Yes, we came to our next example. Read the example carefully, please. Read the formula. The formula k equal d squared over 2ab. We need to arrange this formula and make a the subject of the formula. Then we need to substitute and find the value of a. As I told you before, you have a in the denominator. We cannot keep it as it is. We need to change the place of the a first. The d squared is divided by 2ab. So applying the inverse of operation in solving equations and formula. So change the place of 2ab and make it multiplied by k, from the division to multiplication in the other side of the equation. So it's 2ab multiplied k is equal to d squared. Now we need to find the a alone. It's the subject. The a is multiplied by 2 and b and k. So 2b and k can be changed to the other side of the equation with a division sign. So a equal d squared over or divided by 2bk. Now we have a as a subject of the formula. Now we can substitute in order to solve the first one. Substitute for D by 24 and substitute for K by 112. So it's 24 squared over 2 multiply 112 times 2. Please follow the order of operation. So solve for the 24 squared first, it's 576, and then solve for the multiplication in the denominator. 2 times 112 times 2, which is 448. So divide 576 by 448, it's equal 1.29. Using the same procedure, we're going to solve for double I. A equal 72 squared, solve for the 72 squared first. It's 5,184 divided by 2 times 400 times 2. The 400 is the substitution for K. So it's 5,184 divided by or over 1,600. It's equal 3.24. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope you can solve your assignment easily now.